So this was a double combination. What you have here on a double combination, you have two corrections for the second wave. The first correction is a zigzag connected by an X wave or an intervening X wave, and then you have the next the correction being in the form of a contracting triangle. Now this is a double combination, but a triple combination. And let me take a horizontal line in order to delimitate these two. Let's make this one red. So a triple combination comes in the form of, let's say, I don't know, a flat for the first wave, okay? And let me try to make it like this so that we have enough space. So let's say that this is a flat for the first correction in the form of an A, B, C. So a flat has a structure of 5, 3, and 5. Under a flat you're looking for the B wave to retrace higher than 61.8 out of wave A, and then you have an X wave to the upside. And this X wave is being called an intervening X wave, and the intervening X wave just connects the two corrections. So this is your first correction, so just write here that this is first correction equals like a flat, equals with a flat, okay? Then you have a second correction. Let's say that you might have a second correction in the form of a zigzag, like A and the B and the C. For a second correction, so A, B, and C. This should be a 5, 3, and 5. For a zigzag, yeah, well, if this is a flat, then this should be a 3. So I should concentrate a little bit more. So A, B, C as a flat, X, A, B, C as a zigzag. So the second correction here is a zigzag. And then connected with another X wave or intervening X wave. And of course the contracting triangle to end, and the contracting triangle that makes like this with A, B, C, D, and E. This to be the contracting triangle. And all this contracting triangle has the waves in the form of threes. So these are coming in the form of 3, 3, 3, 3, and 3. And the end of the second wave should come here, and this is being called a triple combination. Okay, so you have a double combination or a triple combination. Of course, under this scenario as well, price breaks to the upside. Now, as a possible second wave, you are starting to look at a zigzag, a flat, not a triangle, okay? Double zigzag, triple zigzag, all kinds of flat, the elongated flats, running flat, irregular, flat with a C wave failure, common flats, whatever you want, and a double combination or a triple combination. In a double or triple combination, the corrective subwaves, okay, of the same degree, but the corrective waves, they are combining and they are being connected with an intervening X wave, but they have one point in common. The point in common being a contracting triangle at the end of, let's write here. So, contracting triangle at the end of the correction, at the end of combinations. And this should be your guide, if I may say so, regarding on how to label a specific move when you're looking at it being a correction, part of a second wave or part of a fourth wave. Now these are the options that you have for a second wave. Quite complicated. From these are only the basic waves, the basic forms for the second waves. Things may turn even more into different subwaves of a lower degree for each one. So I would be very cautious when trying to label something as a second wave. However, like mentioned before, the more complex the second wave, the more likely the third wave that should come to the upside or to the downside is going to be, the more powerful the move is going to be. If you have a double combination or a triple combination or a double or a triple zigzag for your second wave, then look for the third wave to be a powerful move to the upside. If you have a flat, for example, with a C wave failure for the second wave, then the third wave usually is a powerful move into the other direction. Now in our example here on the Euro Graviton Pound daily chart, if this is a first wave of this degree, that's normally this first wave is being formed out of different waves of a smaller degree. So this would be a 1. And the second wave here, third wave here, fourth wave here, fifth wave here, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the same principle that you are applying on a second wave of this degree, you are looking for the second wave of this degree. So you just go, this is a daily chart, but you may choose to go on the 1 hour chart or even on the lower time frames and try to see what kind of a second wave is this one. Look at the retracement level, okay? Now, if this is the first and the second wave here, you are looking at the retracement level. According to the rules and the guidelines, the rules state that the minimum retracement level for a second wave is 20%, but the most usually it retraces between 50 and 61.8% retracement. As you can see here, the 50 and 61 should be this one, and this second wave in this case clearly comes into the 50 and 61.8. Then you're looking for the next move to the upside. If this is the second wave, it doesn't necessarily mean that the third wave to the upside is being part of an impulsive move. As you can see, and this is why I chose this Euro Graviton Pound daily chart as an example. The second wave might be just part of a leading diagonal. This is a leading diagonal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You might say, why is this a leading diagonal? Well, because the fourth wave here overlaps with the first wave. See, this is overlapping, and because of this overlapping, this is not allowed in an impulsive move, but is allowed only on a leading diagonal. But you might have a leading diagonal that ends a first wave here, then the second wave as of this degree, and then to look for a third wave. So it is possible to have a third wave here. Okay, and if you take a Fibonacci expansion, you are seeing that this is extended more than 161.8. So you might have your structure to be here something like 1, 2, yet another second wave of this degree, 3, 4, and 5. Or maybe your 1 should be here, 1 and 2. So you have only on this move here, only on this move, you have 1, 2, 3 possible second wave that should take one of these forms, either a zigzag, a flat, a double zigzag, a triple zigzag, one kind of a flat shears, or a combination of the two, or with or without an intervening X-wave. So these were the second waves, just trying to introduce them to you. Further in the project I will deal with all these structures, starting with a double combination, triple combination, all kinds of flat and zigzags, and we'll look at clear examples. But until then, stay safe on the markets. Bye bye.